dangerous. That's actually something you can buy. Boop. Alright, here we go. Get all... Hey, gold split. Off to a good start. Already missed the rock throw. That's a good sign. Give me my flashlight. Need my flashlight or going, please. Oh, not. What am I doing? Getting ahead of myself. Thinking 5 steps ahead right now. Whee! Grab that lighter. Couldn't even think of what it was called. Ah, no. Drop it. Drop it. Bop it. Really? Twitch completely changed their dark mode. I don't know. I always switch it out with FFZ's dark mode. Anyways. Can't really stand the default Twitch dark mode. Grab that stuff. Yo, Kissimmee with the 5-pack of gifted subs. It's going crazy. My alerts are still broken. I forgot to fix them last night like I said I was going to. What's going on, Kissimmee? Thank you so much for that. Oh, something else broke. Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't a break, it was Sola. Resubbing for 6 months. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much, Kissimmee and Sola. Can we get some hypes in the chat? Guys are crazy. Yo, Kissimmee, what's up, man? Look at that fancy first place gifted sub badge thing. Oop. There we go. I can't even tell who got a sub. Overture is a very focus heavy game. Oop. Oh, sensitivity's still out of whack too. A little bit behind, but that's fine. Milligram tofu masher, Torix, Merbzing. Someone else, I'm sure. It's off my chat window at this point. Oh, I got the gifted cabbages. You know what they always say, Halloween is the time for giving. That's not great.
My memory is like something with a great many small holes. We shall be needing
Also, remind me to add 5 points to the wheel thing. It seems to be broken tonight.
Require the use of a large, earth-eating metal monster, and that monster is thirsty for juice from the place where things are kept.
Also, it updates sometime soon.
By the way,
I'm assuming it's not going to update though.
It's not my name, you understand, but I am sure you will agree it is a name rather similar to a cardigan, fetching when worn correctly.
Whee! Ooh, nice. Ooh. Oh, okay. I got pushed out of the world. That's always nice. Oh, we can make quite a bit back, I believe, here with paperclip. Whee! Lie about it's not my name, you see. Really? Not the Tootsie's line? Or Mousy Morsels? Or the one about eating people? Hey, alright. Oh, he's coming after me. I hit load. I'm dumb. That's crouch for every other game I run. Oh, okay. Nice, good recovery. Still save time. I'm just showing off at this point.
With my remaining ear to the ground, I hear your trembling Tootsies padding towards their final destination.
There's something off about it?
Things come to those that wait, whether they want them or not. And soon I think your way will be open. The great metal door in reality is calling you, just as the Reaper beckons me forward. I look forward to finally greeting you. I only hope I need not greet the Reaper man first.
Whoop. A Scooby-Doo. Look at all these golds.
I wish I could be there with you, but circumstances do not allow for such frivolities. Maybe soon there is something you can do about that.
Okay, okay. Take that clip.
I think I know where they lead. It is some kind of heaven
Boop,
or
boop,
utopia.
doo-doo-doo-doo. Going up the vents, going up the fence. So I'm going for a record right now. Hey, it's like Mario Kart. Get it? Because it was a cart and I was racing it.
While you hunt for those delicate, melt-in-your-mouth mousy morsels, there are places you should not go, for fear of death. The Reaper lives here, just like you and I. And just
Yo,
like
Scoot,
you
what's
and
up, man?
He must ingest the living flesh of those less fortunate than him. There is a small place that I do not want you to visit, even on your holidays, because it is dark and is a place that I've been. When the darkness has overwhelmed my small decaying mind, some bad things have flowed from my mind and through my pen. The brilliant blue ink itself seemed to turn to blood into my veins. And by the
Nice,
way,
killing it.
should you turn peckish, red is at its finest sautéed.
It's a going. Crushing these times tonight. Also, I guess since you're here, thank you for making that updated Machine for Pigs tutorial you did like 9 months ago. I actually watched a couple strats from that the other day.
As in any drama, there are many roles to be played. You must act the scientist.
Learned a couple things.
Act the renegade on the destruction. On your travels through the tools with which you will fashion my rescue.
I'm still not doing that sewer strat though. Fuck that.
Be careful. The shiny, solid floor of water is not as solid as it seems. Poor Red was almost swallowed whole. The two foolsy men who plummeted into my domain have long since departed.
I refuse to do that sewer clip.
They came. I ate ravenously of biped meat that day. But Red promises feasting only began when the men became punished. When the stench of life had gone.
I'm a little nervous about the end of this run. We just got first try red skip in the previous one, so let's see what happens here. I'm sure if I sat down and like did it a whole bunch, it won't be that bad, but it's one of those things. Once I get a much better time, I'd probably go for it, but when I'm feeling much easier strats, it's not added in. Oh god, the sensitivity. Squeeze out. Come on, first try. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. So I didn't realize I got a bleed split here. Hell yeah. Came back from like a 30-second deficit. Whee! And that's Overture. Hope you guys got the story. There will be a quiz later. Pop quiz. What's Red's real name? That cool. I ended up getting a 1310. It's not that bad. while. Let me yeah, we got 5 points. Should roll over one. And one. Alright, we'll do the wheel spin afterwards.
Without this
His real name is We Did It Reddit. Oh, hey, it didn't start the timer. That makes sense.
Without this knowledge, without
Let's not cheat. It's still not. I see why. I see what's happening.
this knowledge,
There we go.
without this foundation, you could not have the will to.
Yeah, okay. Is that save load strat? Oh, the sensitivity. Oh. See, I know we can save a whole bunch of time on the milk strat if we don't have the alien follow us, but I just don't know how. I ended up getting a PB. You guys wouldn't mind checking the timer every so often, like during loads if it's running longer than it should be, or like it's staying paused longer than it should be and stuff. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on it too. I think it's fine, I'm just being paranoid, but I feel like I have better times in games that I shouldn't have. And the only reason that would happen is if it was pausing for longer than it should.
Chef Carlito is waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
What? There we go. Stop hurting yourself? Nah, I'm just eating the chair. You gotta eat enough for the chair to clip through. That's too soon. A little too late.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey? So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel. There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Slip that through the door. Cool. Easy time saves are easy. Oh god, I can't clip out. It's my worst fear.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your
Imagine
back
having a
leg.
life, that's a scary thought.
Supposed to be the bad guy?
I don't want to think those kind of scary thoughts in November. Yeah, I lost a bit.
Let me guess. That was an important corpse.
Come on and eat me. Big old tasty worm. Good catch. Nice.
It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I
This is
finally work
residential.
out
The engine room beobs.
Biologists do not take their work home with them.
The one on the the grating on the floor. If so, I know them. I just don't do them.
and we remembered there being a door here before. How queer! What's in that direction? Oh, silly old me. I haven't got any hands to point with, have I? No, not that way. You sure you know where we're going? Didn't we pass the door just back there?
Oh, I forgot to split.
You see?
Whoops.
You silly Billy. It was here all along. Would you like Uncle Clarence to take the steering wheel for a while? You should see your face. This is actually gonna be fun. Perhaps I won't get you killed after all.
Machine.
I'm not actually cold, you understand?
Get all robots for pigs.
You feel better. Huh. Very inefficient thing, your brain. Gives off lots of heat.
I hate this stick. Ah, get over there. All right.
Which arguably I am.
It's just like a
Yes, myself
bot loyalty point thing that Twitch has. It doesn't really do anything, to be honest.
really collapse, or is my good
It's mixers, but without the money involved.
The answer, monkey man, is that I don't even know myself. One way to find out. Please, don't get us killed. Okay, so
Yeah, I got a
the
gold on that
to-do
split.
list. Find this damsel in distress.
Whee.
Kill the bad guys. Cure infection. Save the world. Chances of success? Nil. Chances of survival? Well, you...
Cool. There we go. Okay, that might be too much space, but We'll see. See what happens. Gotta get through Chem Labs first.
There's a gas leak. Guess we won't be getting through today. Let's come back another lifetime, eh? Monkey?
Nope. Not first try. Really? Sometimes this game just wants to throw a curveball. I guess I found it. There we go. Never mind. There, goddamn. That was awful. Alright, better get every other clip in Chem Lab like first try.
They see us. Quick, there's a switch back there. Be careful.
Just need to go a little bit more left. Really? There we go. So that setup seemed good to me. Why did it okay, I don't know why it's uncrouching me when I pick this up. That's cool. What? I'm very confused at what's happening.
Please, I could learn to live with this. It might not be so bad. We'd be like roommates. We could take it in turns to drive. Just think about what you're doing.
Termination in 2 minutes.
See, I don't think there's any way I should be a minute and a half ahead of my splits from last time.
You're thinking you've got a way to destroy me. Wanna know what I'm thinking? I'm taking you with me.
Really? Oh, okay. For some reason it saved me here. That's fine. I don't trust these splits for some reason, but they seem fine. Just moved me down like by a 14-minute Black Plague run, which
So, here we are, end
is
of the line.
too good
No gold watch, no thanks for the laughs.
for how this run has felt.
Nothing. Just a potion and a big fat screw you. Good times. You know, all these drugs, there's bound to be a big old needle at the end of this. That'd be enough to put any man off. No shame in that. You don't want to catch anything.
Frictional game speedruns are all about minimizing the randomness, but can't completely minimize it, like get rid of it. There's always going to be some.
Please. Let me live. What a pretty body. Mine, mine, mine.
Blink twice if I'm not being controlled by Clarence. I don't know who Clarence is, but Clarence has definitely got a hold of me.
At the end, this one was more human than he would have
He was more human.
mankind. For his actions, I am sorry. For his next misconduct, I am sorry. Do not hate me.
It was so spooky.
place is in your mind, mankind. If you know yourself, you have nothing to fear. I, on the other hand, stand to lose everything. One came before mankind. Howard.
Oh, word.
Strong. Mankind as a whole is stronger even than I. But I know mankind is weak. Nonetheless, I do not underestimate you, mankind. I submit to you.
Maybe it's more accurate with the slow move? Or maybe.
Against my own
There are the two runs that seem...
your anger further. Mankind is not united as I am.
seem like I'm getting faster times than I should.
Mass of individuals. Little wonder you
Possibly could be it.
pull in different directions. All of me pulls in one direction. And for that reason alone have I bested those that disturbed me. I will test your reactions, mankind. I will test which direction you pull. And then you shall have your answers. And if need be, your revenge.
Okay, stay there. I'll be back.
Working together is the only way. I act as one.
Is it good to just check real time with my splits for those games and see like how it compares? Because I feel like real time they'd be about the same. So if like in-game time is wildly different. Good second trial, nice. And for me, getting like a sub 14 Black Plague, that's a crazy good time.
But not all deaths.
Something definitely seems up, but yeah, it's slightly changed. Load time, then that would make some sense. Whee!
I am relieved, mankind. In a being such as you, selfishness would be catastrophic. You have shown that you can leap higher than your station.
It seems to be pausing and starting at the right time, so maybe
Which I revealed to
this timing method's better anyways. Possibly.
I came here to this place many millions of years ago, before mankind was even upright. As eons came and went, mankind appeared around me
I hate this thing.
and found names for me.
There we go.
Demon, spirit,
Let's make sure I don't soft lock. It's a Pythonicus.
in harmony for much time. I lie dormant within what you refer to as the infected,
The infected.
benefiting from my knowledge and protection. But mankind changed, and I fled. So much power in mankind, so many questions,
Alright, well I didn't get any of the double clicks.
without the intelligence to answer them.
That was a 1409, essentially. That's what I got, right? Well, it doesn't show. But yeah, that's a 1409. Don't know why they're using the in-game timer, because they're dumb. They like using single segment stuff for some reason, even though it's technically faster to use quick saves. That's a battle I've been fighting for a while. There's a quick save like category, but They prefer single segment stuff. Alright. BB PPB. Pippibribble. Oh, I want to make sure game updated. I think it did. Good old jump. Ah, first try. First try jump. Huge, huge, huge for the run. That's a whopper right there.
Level exit open. Level exit open.
It's gonna let me through. There we go. Get whopped. Gotta remember to do all the save strats here. Can't remember what my crouch button was. Crouching is so difficult. Hardest thing I've ever had to do. My entire life. Is crouch.
Good day.
Yo, Dazzy, what's
Hey,
up?
Can you hear me? Well,
Ooh, the boosts.
good day. Can you hear me?
Commit to it.
No time to explain. Well,
That was risky.
Philip, it is I, your friend, Dr. Eminence.
Hey, it's my friend.
Expecting somebody else? I already know that you'll come to find me, but I invite you all the same.
No, I didn't make it.
Available. Please exit the area before exit becomes...
If I had really jumped and like spammed, I might have made it, but it wasn't worth the time lost if I didn't. Like, jump from there to here. Maybe. You get pretty far with the jump spam.
One key remaining. I repeat, one key remaining. Exit available. Please exit the area before exit becomes compulsory.
Okay, guess I'm going through here today. Oh, you're getting launched all over the place. Sewers are gonna be kind of a tough one, because I did get it first try. I got a really sketchy first. Oh, I didn't do the. Okay, can I? Oh, I don't know if loading and not. Yeah, load autosave won't work. Well, that's great. So worried about the trick itself. I forgot to do the load strat. Too many things to remember.
I recall your arrival, Philip. I recall you blindly wandering into the computer room, seeking my knowledge. unable to digest it. And yet, I do not recall how it all ended. Where is this memory hiding? Age of the Universe 13 points.
Kidding me. Go a little further. Son of a bitch. Oh man. Oh, god damn it. I had it and then I walked too far. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was always gonna be a hard split to beat. That was really clean. But we're still ahead quite a bit, so don't need to worry. Alright, save. Load in. Load. Cool. You're worried. I mean, there's so much free time saving Amnesia, the Dark Descent. It's crazy. So crazy they call me Crazy Eddie. Can I clip through this, please? Can I clip through this, please? Jesus Christ. Gonna grab some popcorn. Oh yeah. Excuse me? Hello? The archaic demands. The archaic demands. The archaic demands. Oh, God damn it. Really? One time I actually have to do the intended strats. Get in there.
Key total equals exit sufficient.
My time.
Now, my friend,
My time.
is at an end. Time itself, in fact, has an end none too far in the future. At least for you.
You guys did see that box like fly to the left? That was weird.
One key collected. 2 keys uncollected.
Whee.
1 key remaining. I repeat, 1 key remaining.
Goes ready for the redneck Aladdin skip. I can show you the world. I don't know the rest of the words. It's a sketchy ass ramp. Oh, motherfucker. Sometimes this ball just wants to be the absolute biggest pain in the ass it could ever possibly be. God damn it. No, just stay on there for like 2 seconds. As long as I keep grabbing the ramp through it. Please land on there. Okay, thank you. Go.
Exit the area before exit becomes compulsory. Termination in 5 minutes.
Oh, sensitivity, please. What is that staticking sound? Never heard that. I don't like that. Not a fan. I'm not gonna save strat this one. Save stratting engine is just, it's not a good idea. Yeah, but why did it stick with me? That's why I was really asking. Like, why didn't that sound go away when I left the area?
One key collected. 2 keys
Whee!
uncollected. 1 key remaining. I repeat, 1 key remaining.
It was HBL. Yeah, fair enough.
Like a good apple pie, he crumbles to the floor.
Like a good apple pie, State Farm is there.
How I return to this place. A 6-foot-tall and twisty tale, I'm sure you would agree. Comparable in heroism only to the greatest rescue of all, that of Red by Philip. And yet, when last we met, you kissed away my advice to my freshly soiled child.
I had it and then I jumped off early. That would have been a good time save. I have a lot of time save on this one. We're having a bit, but not this much. All right. So blinding.
We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. It is because we are such good friends that I will
Alright,
not
Scoot.
break
Enjoy your sleep, man.
as I did the boring age
Over there.
before. We shall escape this place, you and I. Either that or be locked here forever. Personally, I have little preference.
1 key remaining. I repeat, 1 key remaining.
1 key remaining.
Level exit open. Level exit open.
Okay. Now I'm asking for trouble.
Player, your journey is almost at an
Whoa, you can't just break the fourth wall and
Please
call me
don't leave
player.
Here alone. One key collected. 2 keys uncollected.
2 keys uncollected. The birthday raids, huh? I can only imagine who that's coming from. All the birthdays. Why, in fact, it is my birthday. Happy birthday, chat. Can't believe you guys are another year older. I didn't get you anything, so I hope that's fine. I got you the stream. GDQ raid, huh? The spooky... Where'd my box go? There we go. Make it a little brighter. I got you guys this nice glow stick. Don't you like it? You guys are just in time to watch the end of one speedrun, but the start of another. We need the clip out, and I'll explain what we're doing. Welcome everybody, though. Just chill out for a moment as we stand on a pixel-thin line. What a beautiful sight, and then we fail. Whoop! Oh. This is the toughest trick in Requiem. Nope, not there. Did I keep the receipt? Oh, you know it. I'm gonna turn it so fast. Whoa, okay. So yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully the GDQ stream went well. You know, there was a bunch of horror games, which I'm always a fan of. Some Resident Evils, some Silent Hill, I think. Welcome to more spooky stream speedruns. We're currently smack dab in the middle of a Frictional Games anthology, which includes all 3 Penumbra games, both the Amnesias, which are coming up here in just a second, and SOMA, all of the games that have been developed or published by Frictional Games. So if that sounds like a fun time to you, you are in the right place. All right. So that right there is the end of Penumbra Requiem, which makes 3 games done, 3 more to go. I gotta find my my copy of Dark Descent. I'm breaking so many PBs tonight, so many records. Maybe another PB coming up here. What time was that? Oh, I was like at 17. Oof. Big oofs. I am Daniel. Want to keep the spooky train rolling. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate the host and the raid. Much love. Nice background. Thank you. It's Darksiders. Couldn't think for a second. All right. Just gonna jump straight into this one. There shouldn't be timing yet.
Don't forget.
So yeah, we're using in-game time, so the time
Shadow hunting.
Between games is taken out as well, just for game startup and getting it prepped. Do a Machine for Pigs? Yes. So I'm doing them in order. So we've done Penumbra Overture, Penumbra Black Plague, Penumbra Requiem. Now we're gonna do Dark Descent. After this will be Machine for Pigs, and then SOMA last.
My name is I am Daniel.
Kobe. Press 1 if you're already spooked. Can somebody press 1 for me? I'm pretty spooked. I'm spooked at these times. We can actually make up a lot in Dark Descent. It's probably one of my worst. The run we just did. So. Yo, handsome. What's up, man? If anyone has any questions about any of these frictional games or these runs that I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'm not the most knowledgeable on them, but I will do my best. So one of the few times we're going to be inbounds in this game. You're going to see a lot of out of bounds, a lot of brokenness. It's a little crazy. Are these games connected story-wise? No. The only ones connected are the Penumbra series. Other than that, everything is very different. I think there's a small Easter egg in Machine for Pigs for Dark Descent, kind of tying the worlds together, but story-wise, they're completely separate. Do walls exist? No. Much like in The Matrix, there is no spoon. So we're gonna go in here to get our movement speed back up a little bit. That's also where the lantern is, but we don't need to grab that because we like the darkness. I get used to seeing the maps like this. It's pretty spooky. It's actually a really cool trick coming up in Entrance Hall on that I'm a huge fan of. So there's one frame when you load in, that when you hit OK here. First try. Nice. Yeah, there's one frame where the game places you in a spawn point, but then puts you generally at the start of the map, like where you would normally start in gameplay. In certain maps, that spawn point is at the end. So if you face the right way, load in, and hold use, you can sometimes click on the door to the exit. So that skips the entire first hub of the game where you make the explosive.
Is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to
Spooky monster. Look at them cheeks. Whoa, that was close. Usually the monster's further along than I was there. Preoccupy this monster with an arm. And they'll trick or treat. Oh, this opens inward. I'm blasting through this right now. Another big thing I didn't mention is we're trying to take as little damage as possible, because the more damage you take in this game, the slower you end up moving. So anytime you can avoid fall damage or monster damage, the better. Water level. Yeah, I think everyone is more afraid of the water level than like anything else in this game. It's definitely the spookiest. For sure. Yeah, it'll be inbounds for a little bit, but we can still break the game. Do a little banister skip, maybe? Nope, not today. The font's pretty scary. A little bit. So even though we do this map in bounds, it's still broken. Is there bunny hopping? No. There's not. In the Penumbras, it's technically faster to like jump diagonally and stuff, but it's not the same as bunny hopping. It's just some movement strats. You're a ghost. You know, that's a good lore explanation for why these speedruns work.
My journal is gone.
My gerbil is gone.
With my journal.
Oh, I forgot to split. Whoops. Whee. Alright, storage is actually kind of spooky. If you're ever afraid of monsters in video games, just start going out of bounds. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to get spooked. I wasn't up. Wait. Oh, okay. I completely got lost there for a second. Really glad I didn't fall off the map. Which game is the longest to speedrun? So that's going to be SOMA. The Penumbras are each about like 15 minutes, give or take. The Amnesias are about 25 to 30 minutes, and then SOMA is slightly over an hour. So they just kind of get longer as they go. That box fell right down there. What the hell? Get up there. Oop. There we go, okay. Ooh. So what happened there actually benefited me, but a lot of times that can be the downfall of a run. The ceiling is not as flat as it may seem. You can get boost off of it. Really any like slanted angle in this game can give you a boost. And sometimes that will just throw you off the map into the void, and bad stuff happens at that point. So like jumping downstairs can give you a boost. Landing on like a banister could give you a boost. All sorts of crazy things. And if you watch like the record runs of this, or even the segmented runs, it's all about like comboing boost and getting ridiculous luck. It's crazy. Spooky doors. Zoom the barrel to oh yeah, standing on top of the
Sending room. Will it take us to the inner sector?
wall and having the monster attack you. Is that the one you're talking about? Good times.
The vertical part of our journey.
It was like that, and then there was barrel armor,
Ridden an elevator
and
before.
the out of bounds came along.
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer.
It's the scariest game for
And in the other direction.
like playing wise, or do you mean speedrunning wise? Speedrunning wise to all of them. They're all spooky. So many things can go wrong. Gameplay wise, generally I stick with Amnesia: The Dark Descent as my answer. Horror games don't really scare me for the most part, although I do really enjoy them. I just can't get that immersed into a video game to where it, you know, feels like it's gonna attack me. I think Amnesia does the best job setting the atmosphere and the tone. Oh, barrel armor is what you're talking about, gotcha. Yeah, it's a good strat too. I think that's still used in glitchless runs. Just a whole different topic. Grab these. Grab these giant meatballs. Put them in the meatball maker. We're repairing the spaghetti machine. Nice. Trying to find that last cog. Yeah, that can be pretty hidden. How did I possibly lose 2 minutes there? Which is the most underrated? And which one's the most overrated? I think Penumbra Overture is the most underrated. Well, I'd say that, then Requiem. I think Requiem gets shit on a lot for not being a true horror game, because it's just puzzles. It's still a really fun game. Overrated? Probably Soma. I don't think any of them are really too overrated. What is leaning left before entering? So, in this game, if you approach a door, or even like an object, leaning into it allows you to reach it from a little bit further away. Just a little bit, so saves like a second or two over the course of the entire run. It's got a little bit more than that.
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is
The story for Amnesia again.
Dungeon?
Very much so. Come.
Basically find this mystic orb on a like dig site, and then it has some evil properties, and this guy tells you he can help you out with that, but he betrays you, and you do terrible stuff. So you drink an amnesia mixture so that you forget in order to stop him, because you figure if you have forgotten things and you make yourself believe he's such an evil man, you'll go out of your way to stop him, which is kind of true. So I'm actually leaning to grab this, so I can avoid that flashback, but hey. What's up, monster? How you doing?
No. Oh, tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is
I think that's basically the story.
A young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling. What horrors await down there?
Like, I know brief lore about all these games. If you want like specifics and stuff, I'm not the person to ask for that, because I usually forget.
Mother, I don't want to leave.
I played these games casually years and years ago. I've been running them on and off.
Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to
5, 6 years.
No, you come too. Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
I feel like we've been in bounds for too long. I don't know about you guys.
Hurry. I'll cover the hole with a bed. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
Very quick clip. Alright, the next couple maps are really tricky to get through. Without any mistakes, so we'll see what happens. Generally, if I'm going to lose time in Dark Descent, it's in like the next 5 maps. Oh, their Knave, or not Knave, Choir is a huge time save in this run. So this is going to look like I'm not really doing anything, but there's a flashback right there, and flashbacks severely slow you down. That's a pretty long one, so we jump over it. That was clean. Nice. Remember to save. I probably will save at the end of Morgue, but for now we don't need it. This game's really, yeah, it really is. It's got a, I mean, all of these games are pretty fun. Just need to keep looking at this guy's foot. It is such a great looking foot. One day, maybe I'll be able to touch it. Today is not that day. There we go. So once again, it's going to seem weird that I clip out when the door is right there, but there's another flashback between here and the door. And we need a lot of speed leaving this area. Gotta clip out here. Cistern 2. Please be kind. Come on. Just kind of walk into this wall at a weird angle. And eventually, the game's being nice. Which it's not. It's being a real bully. There we go. I'll let you through. Everyone's favorite level, the sewer. Is it possible to beat Slenderman? Probably. I've never played it. I assume so. We're gonna do another save exit right here because it's a really sketchy strat. Yeah, first try sewer would be pretty big for this. So generally when I'm saving when I'm about to clip out, it's because there's a chance of falling into the void, and I don't want to run all the way back. Cool beans. Alright. Nice. Just gotta not fall off. Jumping like this is a little faster, but it can also just boost off the map. These are all sloped. Real ginger. These jumps. Alrighty. So far, so good. Cannonball! Oh, I'm not gonna make, yeah, okay. We gotta do the strafe jumps now. Nice. There's a lot more to it, for sure. Whoa! Ah! So yeah, that's gonna boost off the side. I cut in too early. No, we get a round two. Maybe I can get the actual strat here. Hey, we got on top this time. Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to go back and show you guys the actual strat there. That's all it was. I have a hair in my mouth. Whoop. Alright. We can make up a bunch of time in choir. Don't worry about time at all. Am I seeing anything? My monitor's pretty bright. And just kind of knowing how dark this game is, I've gotten used to it. But it's pretty dumb. Like for you guys, I even have an extra gamma boost filter, so it's a little bit brighter. What I'm seeing is actually darker.
My intentions, Daniel. Salvation.
It's
yours, but now
pretty dumb.
You only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good?
I didn't use a laudanum, did I? Okay, I did.
The service.
So laudanums are items that will heal you and make you run faster again.
If you had accepted your fate and
Generally, we want two for the end, and there's an extra one over there. We want to grab it, but I don't need it.
It is curiosity in league with yourself.
Yeah, also when you start taking fall damage, your screen just gets a little darker, so maps like that one can get real spooky. Just jump off any wall, pretty much. The boost and how you gain a lot of height is like jumping off of multiple parts of a wall or a slope surface. So you kind of stack up the jump momentum. I think is the technical explanation for it. I'm going to do a save exit up here because I don't want to mess this up like I did last time. It's a pretty safe strat doing it this way, but I thought the exact same thing last time. Ideally, I should just walk off onto this corner and be fine, but if you miss it, you got a big problem. So, once we pick up the orb and we have all three pieces from here, I also forgot to split there. You just want to fall. Because doing this, it will void you out and take you back to the beginning of the map, but we still have all the parts. So instead of walking back to where we need to go, just wait for the void out and then save a bunch of time. When you don't have any weapons, you can only run away from monster. It makes it more intense and spooky. It can, but it can also make it really obnoxious. If you're like in a forced stealth section and the monster's just too good at spotting you. Sometimes having combat is nice. There's definitely a good balance. I think it is nice to have a way to like neutralize the monster, maybe not kill them or be like a combat weapon necessarily, but having some way to deal with the monster is nice.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand?
So you can just trap him in a room or something.
This one, prepared.
In Bay of Pigs, he's Peter Porker. We'll get to the pig game. Don't worry. Not there yet. Let's game being nice to me? Right now it is. Things could change. Play a Machine for Pigs? Yep. We'll be right after this one. We'll be Dark Descent, play Machine for Pigs, and then we got SOMA right after that one. Outlast AI. Outlast is definitely the like quintessential runaway escape sequence horror game. But still a fun speedrun. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Thank you guys. This is a bit of a sketchy shot because you have to pop through the wall and then jump over the gap. That's right there. That's not too, what did I have for dinner? I had pizza, actually. I had an ultimate meat pizza. The doctor gave you too much trouble. Oh, an Outlast? Yeah. Traeger. It's still one of my favorite horror villains, though. It's really cool. Shoot for Pigs has a very cool ending. Dialogue at the stairs. Yeah, as you're climbing up temple. I really enjoy the music in that area. So there the monsters attack you no matter what. So if you run away super fast, they just insta-kill you. It's kind of nice. Now to bust out of prison. You're watching Amnesia playthrough now because you don't know the story? Alright. Enjoy that. Thanks for hanging out.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not.
Wiggle. Ooh, you picked it up. Nice.
We are so very.
So that's the puzzle to get the rusty key for the door. There's supposed to be something with a bucket and some water. It's really got a pipe and a chair. It's just the same. Run away.
How you would face the old
Yeah, I mean, there's multiples. You can easily use the pipe and wiggle it. Use the bucket, the water. At a 28:45. Alright, this isn't gonna be me. Still a good run though. Still on a good pace. At this point in the game, all we have to do is basically get to the end to go stop the evil dude. Yes, gamer. I think the reasoning is he knows he can't do it himself in the state of mind he's in, so he wants to forget it all so that he can do it or something. I don't know. It's one of those things you just have to not think about. Daniel is not the brightest man. Whoop. Oh, first try jump there. Nice. Good stuff. Jump and whoop. Do you have a favorite of the newer horror games? I think out of like games that have like come out this year in terms of horror, Absalom of Gods is up there for me. Fortunately, a lot of the new horror games just don't know how to build tension right or like tell a good story. Like, they go for one or the other, and it's they need the whole package. All right, boss time. Take down the evil naked dude.
No, don't do that. I realize you doubt my intentions.
I didn't follow.
Why would I take such a stop?
There we go.
You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg.
31. It's a pretty good time for Amnesia. And that's where that speedrun stops. I'm not gonna watch the exit, the outro. Ain't got time for that. Was my favorite horror game? It's a tough question. I'm a fan a lot of Penumbra Overture, but I recognize it's not necessarily the greatest horror game. I would play Lost in Vivo. I haven't. Been told to play it, just haven't gotten around to it. Start from setup. Okay. Slime Ranger. See, last time... Did it... Let's see. I thought it started the timer going into it, which is why I paused it. Okay, sweet. Don't have to touch it. Whew, we have a minute. Just relax. Granny. The puppet combo games? I don't know what those are. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of the horror games that came out this year. Was Layers of Fear 2 this year? Like, I didn't really care for that. Blair Witch Project, or Blair Witch. Wasn't too great.
Daddy.
Moons of Madness, which just came out, was pretty blah.
Please don't kill me.
Close to the Sun, I don't know if that's technically a horror game, but that was pretty good. Because no one played it, nobody knows what that game is. Oh, those games. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know they were called the Puppet Combo games. Evil Within 2 come out this year? Evil Within 2 was like 2 years ago. That was a long time. I did really like the Evil Within 2. What about QT? Not a horror game. Still not convinced my 2458 is legit. We'll see. See if we get close to 2458 this run. I actually had planned on playing through a lot more horror games from the past that just haven't gotten around to playing this October, but just didn't have the time. Actually know nothing about a Machine for Pigs. Oh, you're in for a treat. I mean, you're in for a lot of Out of Bounds, but... La la la. Golden setup, oh my god. Saved 5 seconds. This game's really good as long as you don't go in with the expectation that it's going to be another like Dark Descent style game. You have to realize it's going to be more narrative driven and not as puzzle based.
Daddy, Daddy, find us.
I think if you do that, you'll have a good time.
Papa, Papa, this way.
Okay, so wait a second, get my movement speed back. Whoop. And we're out of bounds, baby. Whoop. And Scooby-Doo. Play new Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is... It's got some cool things in it, but overall it's a real sloppy package. Although they just teased something yesterday. Like maybe another Outlast game or a new IP. Should be interesting. I'm always willing to give them another shot. So did I mention this was going to be pretty out of boundsy? It is. Whee! That skips the entire mansion. And Bobo the bear. Good concept as for execution, yeah. I really liked like the swapping, the factor swapping between the current timeline and the past trauma timeline. But then the timelines is never connected and it makes sense. And apparently there's like an essay you have to read for the whole story to make sense. And it's weird. I'll slow down sprint. Whoops. We'll say we skipped the lantern in this game too, so it's gonna get real dark. Real dark and spooky. Alistair is confirmed within the past week, was it? I haven't heard anything about that. So I know they just teased something yesterday, and then Outlast was going to PS Now, PS Plus, whatever Sony's thing is called, like next month. So I don't know. Oh, really nice alley. Nice, very clean. Ooh, that was sketchy. Did I get to watch Conan go to Kojima for Death Stranding press? No, I didn't. Song of Horror looks pretty dope. I don't know what that is. It reminds me of like a Zelda game. Link, play the Song of Horrors. I guess I'd probably go to Shadow Temple or something. Boop. Out of bounds again. Oh, can I get out of this? Okay. Not a spot I've really fallen that much. Coming up is one of the best quotes in this game. There's two really good quotes. There's more pig, and there's also the bony quote.
water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony.
It's too damn bony. Should have gotten that boneless pizza. Whee! I can never end up on top of that part. I just clip out, which is fine, but... My front page? No. I don't think I am. It's got a GQ raid in their hotfix. Another spooky elevator. I wonder what could happen. It's actually very important not to move when you're in this elevator because it will change your camera angle when you land. Oh, it's the debt collectors calling again. They want my student loan. Whee. Going into sewers. Very sketchy map. Also, sewers will get really, really dark at the end. A little forewarning.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy...
We're gonna take a lot of fall damage.
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, this...
So we're gonna wait here for a second.
This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
So I can get my movement speed back, and then we're gonna do a save exit. If I don't clip out, there's a chance I'll fall down into a pit where I'll die. Heck. Should get rid of that and... Oh, do I have to? Yo, Turkey, what's going on, man? Thank you for the 8 months. Just a thing about, you can do exclamation wheel to find out. Basically, instead of different stuff that a lot of streamers have on wheels, it's a whole bunch of my old speedruns. And then every Saturday, we spin the wheel, see what it lands on. Do a run of that game. There's quite a few. A lot of these games I'm doing now, the Bioshocks, Wolfenstein, Dishonored's, are all on that list. Alright, we're gonna do a save exit here as well. Do I have two with the same name? Maybe I'll fix that. Maybe not. So it's a pretty tricky little thing we gotta do here. We're gonna drop. Okay, cool. Drop back this way. Cool. First try sewers. It's a good time save. Yeah, so since we have 4 goals met, that means we'll do 4 runs on Saturday. Or just previous speedruns I've done before. Since I've done so many speedruns over the years, people always ask, hey, when are you going to go back to Bioshock? When are you going to do Doom? When are you going to do I Am Bread again or something? It's like, I can't speedrun all of these all the time, so people want to see them. That is a way to play those games. With a little bit of randomness involved. Okay, so we gotta jump back in bounds. Nice. Very quick clip out. Alright, bilge boost. It's the next trick up here. It's one of the most, not random, but just kind of lucky skips. You just gotta get real lucky that you get boost fast, so I'm trying to jump off of this steel beam multiple times very quickly, so I get enough height and momentum to get up there. And it can take a while. Not getting anywhere near where I need to. Come on. No! Okay, I got up to where I needed, but I didn't get over the next invisible wall before it pushed me back. No. Yeah, bilge boost is it's definitely a run killer sometimes. There we go. Look at that. Best horror game. I think the best overall experience you can get is probably at least the more modern horror games. Probably Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I'm sure a lot of people will throw up, well, not throw up, but they might mention like Resident Evils or Silent Hills, but I've actually never played those. So I can't say those are the best. I need to. Maybe one day. Well, I've played the more modern Resident Evils. Wait, why did it split? Oh, did I split twice? It's a very small section you can jump on this little beam. Fortunately, we need to get on top of the shelf, which requires a lot of jumping. Well, you can get lucky and get some other boost there, but it's safe. Should save a little bit of time. You're 7, you saw someone play Resident Evil 1. Couldn't sleep for a week. I've just never really played the older Resident Evils because I don't care for tank controls so much, but there's still games I need to play at some point. Not quitting out for that jump. Yeah. There's not a great reason to quit out for that jump. As long as I don't miss the first platform entirely, we're good. This is the inside of a TIE fighter, the early years.
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free. I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children.
My time is come.
More pig. More pig. Dead Space was also fun. I had planned on playing Dead Space 1 and 2 for the first time this month.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Just didn't fit in the schedule. I might get it to him next month. I've tried to play Dead Space 1 a couple times and I just stopped like 30 minutes in each time for some reason. There's a mouse fix for Dead Space 1. Oh, nice. That's good to know.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg,
spooky kids.
I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
We're gonna do a save exit here, though, just to be safe. Because a lot of these maps do have autosaves at the beginning. This one does not. So if you fall into the void here, you have to redo reactor and go through that dialogue again, real slow. Whoop. Clip down and then just wiggle through this gate.
This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
You guys ready to see the piggies? Piggies? I do want to say, pro tip, I think maybe the timing, the other ASL files, start when the timer, or like when the text does go up, like a little bit beforehand. I think that might be where the discrepancy is coming from. Although this way makes way more sense, timing-wise. That'd be a couple extra seconds on each load.
Well, what have I done?
Case.
Madness, I know you are out here.
Maybe he's wrong. Maybe Andy's wrong.
This city.
No! This is not what I
I'll double
meant!
check it.
This is not what I meant at all!
Redemption is at hand. Enter
There we
cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into.
But how can Andy be wrong? I know.
Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Piggy! Piggy's gone. Died and you've got school tomorrow? No worries, Dink Ward. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy school. Please don't get hit. Please don't get hit. Hey! Damageless.
Beast! Creature! Where are my children?
Where are my children? Well, I'd say I think it's nice again for everyone that's come over and stuck with the raid. All the follows and stuff. Very much appreciated. You guys are awesome. Being lost in that, it would seem that way, but it's actually very guided getting through that street. Like, there's some ways you can turn, but you can't really go that far in the wrong direction. If you unread and unfollow, then you're dead to me. dead like Mandus's children. Whoop. Oh, I still make that mistake, huh? Round 2. Jump. Whee. Oh, okay, not there. Slow and bounce. It's dark. Yeah, it's real dark. It's got to head towards the elevator and the giant pool of blood. Whoop. We're gonna have a whole hour of SOMA to go after this. Maybe we can save time on Tesla 1. If I'm remembering the last run right.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steel is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me. I will make the world anew.
The world anew. Fortunately, you can't clip out these elevators. It'd be so nice if you could. It's the one thing you can't really clip out of.
Why did you take my children?
I, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
So we need a wiggle in here. Nice. Wiggle out. Oop, oop, okay. Some of these floors are pretty tough to like jump over. Patterns can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Do a nice little save exit here. This jump isn't really tough, but I don't want to do the beginning of Tesla 1 again. That is very long. Got it. Alright, time for one of the hardest strats in the game, Tesla 2. Oh, whoops. I always seem to do that at some point.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure at this point the time is coming like to like 22. 22-minute run, which this is absolutely not a 22-minute run by ordinary standards. Something's up with the time here. All right. So we got a boost off of these pipes around them. And if you don't get it, you fall into a void. So it's great. Oh, first try. I make that look way easier than it actually is. I get that too quickly too often. I'm going to save after it because it's still not over, but that's the hard part. So I don't want to have to do that again. Yeah, I don't know what this time's going to end up being, but it's something much lower than it probably should be. Just that fast. That mean text fades away.
destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
I'm just that fast, and I got a very competitive time. Is the quit outs? Yeah, the quit outs don't seem to affect it from what I've seen. But I don't know. I'll have to re-examine it.
Madness, listen to your heart.
This is about to be like a 23.
You created me to
23 is a highly competitive time.
I am your friend. Mandus, please, I am no more.
This guy who's a narrator was a brain and Tesla machine?
The same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful,
I don't know.
stupid, helpless lives.
I don't know. Maybe.
Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus. Do not speak.
I don't know what that heart brain thing is from, to be honest.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel on the banks of the Somme.
There's a small little strat you can do here every so often. If you hit back for like a frame, hit forward again, you can get a little bit more momentum. Which technically you're slowed down here. So every now and then I do a little step back and go forward. Not really getting a new boost though. And we have a very long walk to the top of the temple. This is the hold forward to win strat. This part apparently a lot of people really enjoy. Nice time to
I have stood knee-deep
take a sip of water
and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen two brothers fall. I have lived.
Yeah, I really like the music. They usually tune out the monologue.
With the autumnal fallout, I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered.
It's gonna be a 22.
Where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts.
This is a 22.
Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
Whatever this time is, I don't believe it. I really do not believe it. A 22-14. That put me in 4th place. If that's true, that's, yeah. I'm gonna have to retime that after this is over. If that was legit, that was a god tier run that should not have happened. But I'm hesitant. Can't think of much that went wrong though, to be honest. So maybe. We'll figure it out after the fact. All right. So I need to do this one from setup. Bilge boost was a bit rough, yeah, But it's like if I got bilge boost first try, then it would have been record. Because record's like a minute faster than that. It's like a 2120. I don't think bilge boost plus reactor and sewer skip is enough alone. I don't know. So yeah, so from setup it needs to be here. Nope, that's temple. Okay. So the problem is I think if I unpause, okay, so gonna. So I thought the timer started running once this was over last time, which is why I paused it. Alright, oh, on the wrong part. Yeah, I don't know what happened. See, it shouldn't.
Okay, Simon? I think you're
I'll
bleeding.
unpause it right before.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Can't find any vision fall. Yeah, I'm.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
That's the thing is like I didn't see anything with the timer being like wrong.
No, it's not like that. Why now?
And it is possible, but it seems very far-fetched.
Why is there never enough
like the
time?
Pokemon.
For what?
Alright, Wee. Alright, last one we have to do for the anthology run to be complete. Just gotta get through Soma.
I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
We just set a PB for this.
Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind
Unpause too late there.
fluid I sent you.
Yeah, there's.
It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it.
I think it's split, but I think I was on the split before.
Okay, see you soon.
Where I should have been. So I just need to open all of these. This milk tracer fluid can spawn in 1 or 3 spots, depending on which things you open. It's always in the last one.
It feels like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
Nothing works anymore, I tell you. Conserving my ass.
Well, it paused in, like, the loading, getting to the cutscene, but then it should have stayed paused in the cutscene, but it didn't necessarily, so I paused it myself and just unpaused it too late. I unpaused it too late, or I was on the wrong split, and then it put me a split behind. Something wacky happens.
Won't find me in a boat.
These frictional anthology runs are a pretty new concept. I did one like a week ago for the first ever, and then we did one earlier tonight and one tonight. So there's a little thing in the load remover. Only keeps the pause if it's on set. See, but I was on the setup split. I didn't.
Hello?
I thought.
Dr. Munchie? That's amazing.
Whoop.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you.
Hello.
Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Yeah. It's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul
Back to
Bird.
Temple? Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh, did you
Something happened.
take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
Sitting there wondering, like, huh, this doesn't seem that broken so far. I wonder if it's as broken as the other games. Yes, it is. We just have to get into it first. It is just as broken. Well, there's a lot more of this game.
All right. Let me just get this out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
Toronto, Canada.
That's why it's ends up being over an hour instead of 30
July
minutes.
16.
Right.
Flat neurograph.
Yeah, the city of Toronto itself isn't broken.
All files in order.
Will this hurt?
It's just a scan. It'll hurt about as much as getting your picture taken.
Indians thought cameras would steal their souls.
Is that so? Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.
Cheese.
What happened?
What? What happened? We gotta run. We gotta go fast.
Hello? Mr. Mushy?
Nice. So if you can position items into your hitbox, they will shoot through walls a lot of the time. Not all the time. There we go. You just go through any wall you want.
What was that?
Also, fun fact about this out of bounds I'm about to do right here. This is allowed in glitchless for some reason. Don't ask me why, I didn't make the rule set. Yeah, it's glitchless, not exploitless. And don't worry, we also have object hovering. I can set things up right. Whee! Now, we're gonna meet the best character in this game.
Hey, are you there?
Prop surfing like it's Gmod. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's better. Simon, was it?
Jarrett. Simon Jarrett.
Hi, Simon. I'm Catherine. Have you figured out what's going on yet?
Me? I was hoping you'd have some answers.
I probably have some. What do you want to know?
Where to even begin? I mean, what is this place? How did I get here? And why do the robots talk like they're people?
Well, you're at Upsilon, clearly. Have you never been there before? Where did you work?
The Grimoire in Toronto. Is that really important?
No, I mean, where did you work at Pathos 2?
I don't know what that is.
That's unexpected. Did you come directly from Toronto?
Yeah, I did. And it was very unexpected.
Have you seen any people? Like staff or field technicians?
Why can't we just play as Catherine instead of Simon?
This is
Very
also
easy
strange.
ones.
You're telling me. What was that? Whoa!
What's going on?
I think this place is about to collapse. What do I do?
Simon, come to Lambda.
How do I get there?
There are shuttle trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come here. I'll wait for you.
Open a cool DLC.
Shit! Where should I? Oh, fuck!
So we're about to take object hovering or prop surfing, whatever you want to call it, to the extreme. And actually surf. Drinking 2-year-old Diet Mountain Dew. Oh God.
What the hell? How is this possible? This is insane!
Whee! Off we go. What was it I called it besides prop surfing? Object hovering is usually another popular term for it. object hovering, prop flying. Kind of depends on the community in the game. Item gliding. This one I think I've heard before, but it's not too commonly used. Okay, I think I went low enough for that. So down there is a preload trigger, which will allow me to keep this objects into the next map. Just going to leave that right there. And hopefully it stays there. Sometimes it can just disappear, which is really obnoxious. And the reason we want to keep that is we're going to now clip back out of bounds once this map loads in, and use that to fly to the end. So it's pretty important it stays there.
Let's hope the shuttle still works. Where did I get a flashlight?
Yeah. So, just because it's also a very sketchy object hover, we're going to do a save exit. Just to be safe. If the prop goes away, or I fall, or do something dumb, or that happens, there's really no backup. Is that just going to keep happening? Alright, I guess, that's sketchy. Almost, well, that's an unfortunate save. Usually, this will happen like once, and then the next save it won't happen anymore. Yeah. It's weird. Alright. Look at that. Immediately fail because it caught on the wall. Oh. And it went away again. That's just bad luck. Everybody cross your fingers, clench your butts, that this doesn't move this time around. Okay. Should be okay. Hopefully. So we're just gonna object hover over top of this rail line. A little bit higher than I'd like to be. Gonna have to crouch at the end, but that's fine. And we just keep doing this until we get to the end of the map. So, how's your day going, everybody? Get any candy? Get a little closer to the end here. You buy your own candy. What kind do you buy? What's going on? We are currently hovering through the map on this sheet of metal. It is much faster than running through the tunnel. You didn't get any candy. What? So we want to land right here on this thing. So we can grab this ladder, and this is the very end of the map. Look at that. We made it. Not too bad. The worst part was getting the sheet metal to stay in place. Whew.
Here we go again.
Doing these runs. It's good to be here. House was unlocked this year. Turning that's a strat even if you did buy candy. Just keep it all to yourself. But candy sales tomorrow. Oh yeah. Candy sales. I mean, we only lost 13, so that's not bad. It's not bad at all. We will have to do another really long object over here, though.
I can find Lambda, right? I mean, really? How big can this ocean be?
The good old quote of how big can this ocean be? Who knows? The ocean could be so small. Not really gaining the height I want. We need to gain a lot of height off of this object, this hover. Is that where we need to go? Oh yeah, we need to go way up. This is the best holiday to be born on? Definitely not Christmas. Or Thanksgiving. Anything too close to Christmas and you're screwed on presents. I think anyone born around that time will know that. Halloween's a good pick. Get the candy. And spooky. See, I wasn't born on July 4th, but I was born the day after, which I think is pretty good. It's the exact opposite time of Christmas, so you get, you know, presents every 6 months. Get some fireworks, cook out. It's a pretty good time. But that really only applies if you're American, or living in America. Doesn't really work outside of that. Okay, so whoop. This is the end of the map. Hey, you saved 4 seconds. Nice. All right, we gotta do some clips here.
All right, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
That's one clip. Yo, Rob with his 40,000th bit given. What a crazy man. Thank you so much, dude. 40K. I will use that to buy some leftover Halloween candy. Oh, chair, please. Oh, no. Rotate back. Why does it keep going that way? Cool. Time to run away. Spooky chase. Run. Pretty much the only time the monster plays a part in any of these runs. I guess Dark Descent has that one. Prison.
Here, what are all these emergency? What did you do? I messed up, okay? Can you get us
I messed up.
Yes, I just need to pump the water out and get a trajectory in place. Hurry up, just a second. All right, taking off.
If we could get a sub 110 Soma run, I'd be pretty happy with that. I think it's definitely on pace so far. We need to save 18 seconds for the course of the run. They want the orange cabbage. Was that 50k? I always forget the order.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
I thought I was done for.
Game makes you feel like a brain scan in a robot. I don't get that at all.
From going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black?
Oh, you mean like that movie RoboCop?
I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WOW.
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't.
I didn't remember
feel
Orange
or think
coming after
like
Pink.
We do. It's more like it's
Badge
more
order.
like cancer.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact! Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau!
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Please remain seated.
Can you believe the ocean's is full of Mountain Dew Baja Blast and not actually water? It's crazy.
I'll never get this open.
Robot! Where'd my door go? Alright, door didn't go that far away. So we actually need this door.
The rescue team, huh? Good job. Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Theta.
Yeah, I just need to go way more left. I usually end up going really far right here. It's bad. Very slow. Oh, don't. Okay, run around. I don't like that. I just tossed that up in the air. That could be bad. Oh. Is my door still there? Okay. If the door touches like one of these railings, it will disappear. So you gotta be real careful with it.
The Zeppelin's on its way. I better get ready.
Stream is taking your Halloween night to the next level. Nice.
Really just
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Who does the guy think he is if he doesn't accept that he's not a robot?
Of course, is this
I mean, he knows he's a robot. He just hasn't fully come to terms with it, which is kind of what he gets into at the end of this level.
moving materials between the sites? Anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us.
He's a very ignorant person. Like, he understands what's going on, but he refuses to believe it's really happening.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I have to deal with that back
Doesn't
up.
understand the difference between
Then they
copy
know
and paste
how
and
it
cut and
works. We need to
paste.
get a new tool chip
It's
and
very
Care to point me in the direction of the closest
simplified way to look at it, but
I think it would
yeah, I
be
guess
easier
so.
to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just
It's just a robot.
Sort of. I'll get us the chip.
Time to go zap zap a robot.
Guess I have no choice.
Hell of a day, am I right?
Get up in front. Not great, but it's close enough. You want to shock him like as close to this pole over here as you can. Once it doesn't get stuck on that, but also
This works.
he always dies at that pole. Or malfunctions at that pole.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well,
Killer
I'm sure
Robot's
it's
your new
fine.
rap name.
Was he really that different from
Not
us?
Little Robot Killer?
It's just beginning to sink in.
You gotta throw little in there somewhere.
Really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I love how much Catherine just doesn't want to hear Simon talk about the stuff.
Thanks.
I thought we were about to lose the door. Whee! What's up, Crazy? It's Crazy DJ. Also, yeah, okay. I forgot that the timer pauses here. This is technically loading in a new map. It's one of those weird SOMA things. We do a lot of stuff with like loading maps and being in different spots when we shouldn't be, so the timer can't quite keep up sometimes. It's all good. How's your Halloween, Mr. Crazy DJ? It's so crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. Typically you have Catherine talking here, but because we're so far away from the Zeppelin, you don't hear her dialogue. You just hear Simon talking to himself.
Sorry, I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds.
It's got home from work, so now it's cozy time. Ooh, cozy time. It's the best time.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
So the reason we got out of the Zeppelin, although we're gonna have to go back and grab the Omni tool out of it, is so that we can get the store open early.
I mean, I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope?
We're gonna get this set up, and then we're actually gonna stick this in the door, because there's another trick we do here. It's pretty nice. Pretty fancy.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel? Is it
good
the
to me.
WoW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI
A little
would do.
slow. Really want to be like heading back before he's done talking, like when he's starting that conversation. I think we're still fast enough. I think she just stopped talking. So after Simon's dialogue there, Catherine says some stuff, and then you can grab this. I'm going to double check that this thing is placed in the door properly. I don't think it has to be super precise, but I want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I think we're good. Find out. Whoop. We're going to jump out, jump back in. Kind of gets the water down faster. Cave Johnson. Cave Johnson in this world would be a hoot. Wait for Soma 212 hours to just screaming in the ocean.
Well, Catherine, we found Thea.
I'd play that. I don't like that being right there, but okay. Now we gotta wait for the map to load. Kobe. We break your ankles. It's fine. Nice. Actually, I don't know if it's good to run up the stairs. I've always thought it was worthwhile because you get closer to him. But I think it's a bad thing because then he just runs over top your head, goes around you. I'm gonna stop doing that.
Don't move. It's okay.
What?
It's over now.
You guys like my new gaming system? My gaming setup? Oh, it looks pretty sweet.
Hanging out like couples do.
We're not.
You don't want me?
Yes, of course. What happened?
Yeah, if it's 7 a.m., we should get some sleep prototype. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you again for making putting all the timers together. It's definitely very nice. Got a game sphere? Oh, you know it. Got all the games in our game sphere. Is that a Drake and Josh thing? Is that where game sphere comes from? Can't remember anymore. Stay in this corner. Whee! Just gonna run across the top of this map. Don't need to do any puzzles here. Puzzles are for nerds. Gotta actually set that up right. There we go. lost that much time on data exit? Seems like a lot. But, okay. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need that time anyways. Oh, spooky skeletons. Okay, we're gonna need this. We're actually not gonna object hover with this. We need it for a clip.
Alright.
Air.
Let's find Omicron.
Yeah, there's the weird thing of like he's a robot, so he doesn't need to breathe, but he still takes breaths. It's a very strange game. I guess robots need air too.
Where am I going? This isn't safe.
Where am I standing right now? That was okay. This trick can be a little tricky. It's a little tricky trick. There we go. It's a rock bottom episode. This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness. Let's see how Omicron Inside goes. Omicron Inside has a lot of clips and object hovering. Some tricky jumps.
Let's find that suit and get out.
So we're not really going to be opening any of these locked doors. We're just going to flip through them a couple times each. Ooh, sketchy. Alright. We will do a save exit here because I don't want to fall in the void. We do all those clips. This jump can be a bit problematic. Just realized this is one of the few save exits I actually do in this run. Yep. There it is. There's the problem. Try it again. There we go. Oh, yeah, opens. Actually, just reach in here. Boop. Grabbed it. Let's clip back out with this trays. Pretty annoying sometimes. I also get clipped into the floor. Okay, I didn't. Thought I got clipped into the floor for a moment. Cool beans, not bad. Oh, the clips are good. Let's see how the out of boundsy part is. Spooky lady. Need this, thank you. Goodbye. We're just gonna crouch through this wall. Come on, quick. Come on, come on. No, you want to let me through. Any time now. There we go. That wasn't too pretty. We are going to save and exit here. Omicron inside, very sketchy when you get to the parts like this. You have to do 2 strafe jumps around corners that put you in spots you really can't recover. One puts you in the void and the other one puts you in a spot you can't really recover from. That's one jump. Void. Oh no, I ended up here. Oh god. Okay, can I jump backwards? I'd rather jump back than try to go the other way. There we go. Whew, those are quite tricky. Now we just gotta wait for it. Come on. I swear this clip gets tougher each time. It's not even like one of the hard strats in this game. It just really doesn't like to work sometimes. There we go. Woo! Not out of the woods yet. We still got some stuff to do in here.
Everything is so basic, so limited. I hope it's not the Omnitor falling apart.
So essentially what we did in this area,
We need to find you a power suit. You know,
trying to explain it, is we went and gathered all the stuff we needed for the new body that we're about to make before we're told to go do it. So it's all like, hey, we have it all, we can just do it.
You know how you were
But there's some triggers that we need to activate in the proper way, not to soft lock.
Okay, so we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
What?
Look, we already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal.
It's a huge fucking deal.
Take us down there.
But Dunbat Theta was the only vessel that could take that pressure, and you saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just play along for now. If we find something else, then great. If not...
I'm not promising anything.
Thank you, Simon. Have a look around the room. This is where they would keep the power suits, if there are any left.
That. So we're going to start the objective by touching that. And then we need to be careful.
Oh, God.
Place this door right here, because this is about to close on my head.
Found one of the power
That will keep
suits.
the door
There's a dead
open
woman.
for us.
At least I think it's
so we can run out and do some
in the annex. She's missing her head.
Gross. This could work in our favor, though. Look for a terminal nearby, see if you can boot it up.
some dialogue skips. Now we gotta put the parts we collected
Don't worry, it'll work.
in here.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
Okay. Now we're going to run down here. So that door normally would be locked and you sit through a whole bunch of dialogue
Why don't we put you in the
that
suit?
really nobody wants to hear. It's a lot of Simon being dumb.
You go without me.
Catherine saying, "Hey Simon, you're being dumb." But if we come and play this little audio diary, we can skip past it. When we run back, we can activate the new suit. What's up, Demon? Evening to you.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current cortex. That's everything. You can... Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right. Come on, let's activate the power suit.
Copy completed.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
So there's another big thing of dialogue.
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
We're going to do the exact same thing we did before. Play that diary. Skip this. And we can leave. All the nervous laugh she did. Really like
Two Simons?
Catherine's voice actress. Did a really good job.
Don't waste time, Simon. Activate the power suit already.
So while this is loading the new map, we're gonna flip back. As you can see, it's already starting to unload. I'm gonna stand right about here. I hope this is right. So when the new map loads in, it's gonna put me a little closer to where I need to go. Whee! You just leave yourself, yep. Leave yourself there to die. Whee!
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the clown, please.
sure thing.
This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
It's dumb luck, right? That I woke up in the right body. He's a redundant copy. I'll never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide him from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind. Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I could still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below.
I even grabbed myself an almond joy. That's all I could find.
The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush.
Yeah, unfortunately this elevator's a little lengthy and you can't skip it. It's a good bathroom break though.
I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging. I could ever hope for. I really never felt
Knocking
the same
neighbors'
way
homes in
again.
costume. Yeah, 3 a.m.
Many
Yeah.
times after. I'm not
Go
religious,
knock on
but
some
I
doors
see
for
why
candy.
people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe?
Yo, Gas Dog, what's up, dude?
Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was
Not
back
much.
in Pearl,
Nice.
even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my
It's
previous
better
ones.
than
I feel
doing
so
terrible.
uprooted. There's nothing here
Well,
that I
I'm
recognize,
alright.
nothing that makes me feel like I belong.
Getting some sick PBs tonight.
If we
Seems
make it
like.
to the dark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends.
New friends.
Everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Time to get spooked.
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Hey, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing
Almost the
moment
bottom
that
of this
never
part,
really seems to
at
find
least.
Closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie.
It's nice.
being
And we got a
edited.
really crazy object cover
So,
to do after
I guess
this.
it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me
on Munchkin.
agitated to the point of exhaustion.
Doom.
It's rough.
Only Doom Eternal is coming out next
Could be a
month.
time traveler stuck in a body
Only.
made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
So spooky.
You did it!
Yeah, we did it.
I will make preparations.
Should save a couple seconds here. So I was, yeah. So. The right spot for the preload.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Not too much after this.
Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
We got a crazy object cover,
Those creatures, it just stared
some
at you for
parkour.
a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
I actually got two object covers. I always forget the
Preparations. I
one
don't
on
like
the tunnel.
sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
So we're not safe yet. It's looking like a good time, but
Good. Not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the
gotta stay
abyssal
calm.
land used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following your own footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for town and find that arm.
so we're gonna need to grab one of these containers in here. Take it with us. I'm going to do a save exit just because I know how stupid this thing can be. And this is probably the hardest object hover. Just because you got to know where to go, have the right height and everything. I went flying. What the hell? Back over here. Usually floats off a little bit, but that was... Basically gonna follow this pipe straight ahead, but we need way more height off of this. Come on. I'd like a little bit more height, but it's not really cooperating with me right now, so I'm just gonna go with what I have. The reason you want so much height is because there's different triggers that activate a storm to pop up. And that makes it really hard to see, and it also slows you down by like 20%. You can hit multiple of them and end up losing a ton of speed, which you really don't want to do. You really just want to have a lot of height. If it's hard for you guys to see, don't worry, it's just as hard for me to see. Which is why this is a very scary object hover. We just gotta have faith, I know what I'm doing, and we'll end up where we need to go. Hopefully. I doubt it, but maybe. We're approaching a mountain. I think we're in the right spot. I think so. See here in a second when it loads in. Yeah, I think we're good. Yep. There's kind of like a bright ring, it looks like a big 3. It's brighter than everything else. That's what we're looking for. So not only are we just cutting across the map, we're also hitting a preload trigger so that we can keep this box with us in the next map. It's pretty useful. So we're going to drop down right about here. Okay. And then we're going to jump off this way. So we should have hit the trigger for sure. And then we need a little bit of height, and then go this way. This is generally like where I hit the storm. It makes it real hard to see. So if we can avoid that, that'd be great. I think I did avoid it. The storm, that is. Which is pretty cool. Should be a good time save then. Now where is the exit? I think that's it. A little bit more left. Start falling down over here. Nice. Take this time to get up here. Kind of just wait. Flip through. Okay. And then the maps should load in. You'll see the map swap. And we'll be on top of the new one. Look at that. Beautiful. What a beaut. Alright, I got some crazy parkour to do now. Up here, which is always scary. Big platform to land on, but it just scares me to jump like seemingly into the void. Hey, Foo. What's going on, man? I'm doing well. I'll be doing a lot better if I can get this first try. Also, probably won't go for the clip back and bounds once I have the arc. Probably just play it safe. Okay, I don't know how I took fall damage from that, but sure. Nice. Not bad at all. How you doing, Food? I don't know if I already asked that or not. Got too many things to think about. Alright, we need a quick nap. Kill the ghosts. Yeah, there's another shot I could go for here. Get inside this room early, but I'm not gonna go for it. I didn't get it last time, and it's kind of a precise trick. So, I'll save myself a little bit of time, save myself the trouble. Just wait. Not that big of a deal. These aren't too bad. It's good to hear. Good to hear. Let me try something. I don't know if you end up in the new map where you are at the end of this one. Sometimes that's the case, sometimes it's not. If it's the case with this map, I want to be over the third one. We'll see. Ooh, 9 minutes ahead, nice. Nope, okay, it doesn't matter where you're at the end of the last one. Cool, that's good to know. Alright, another object hover. We're very close to being done with this run. Both SOMA and the Frictional Anthology. Ooh. Whee! And we just follow this for a while. We're gonna follow this for a while. And once we get inside of Phi, we have one clip to do and a very small object hover, and then we gotta wait for Simon to realize how dumb he is. I gained a lot of height. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, my flashlight. I love how little the flashlight really does for this. I like to say my name while you hit pump as hard as you fucking can. Nice. That's what I like to hear. We have one more hill to climb, don't we? We already passed that up. No, I think there's one more. I don't know. Looking like a sub 110 in SOMA, at least, and a sub 250 for Anthology as a whole, which is great. Oh no, okay, we're already here. Guess I climbed over what I was thinking. So we actually don't need to keep that, we just use it to kind of open that quicker, which is nice. Cool. Good time save.
This has to be Phi, right? I hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
All we're gonna need is this book. Whoa! Oh, come on. That's a heck of a time loss. Alright. Well, good thing is it puts me right back where the book is, not at the very start of this level. It's unexpected height I wasn't expecting. I guess you should always expect the unexpected. Run a clip out, and then get the book clipped out as well. And use this to fly over here. That was kind of sketchy, but hey, we made it. Cool. Alright, just gotta do a couple more things, and this is over.
Never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right.
I
Have a seat.
don't think that mistake with the book is enough to cost me.
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You
Sub 110 in SOMA.
to load the bullet you assembled.
At worst, that's probably 20 seconds.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Good old crane game. Hey, Shabo, what's up? It is a good night. Got a lot of PBs. About to set a Frictional Anthology record. It's all good.
There we go.
Now we play the waiting game. My favorite game of all.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button.
Oh, nope.
But we need to transfer our minds to the
Not the waiting game yet.
It launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
There we go. Okay.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
We're not gonna make it.
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
10 seconds. 9, 8,
7, 6,
You gotta be kidding me!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it!
We did it!
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Catherine!
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No. This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy.
I'm really curious what these times are going to end up being.
We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot. I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
fuck! Catherine?
I forgot I was losing time on the split.
Leave me alone.
I was trying to figure it out math-wise.
Catherine?
Didn't account for the time loss.
Catherine?
So split's gonna, or like, this is gonna seem weird that we don't stop the run on the credits, but there's actually gameplay post-credits. So we gotta skip these as soon as it lets us, and then we gotta run. Run.
Is this... Did it work?
This is what we gotta do. But you get a little sad ending there, and then you get a good ending after the credits. Man, Minecraft RTX looks fantastic. Come on, please get a sub 110 in Soma. That's all I want for this run. It's gonna be close. Get there. Alright, I think we got it. And our final time, 109.46 for Soma, which is a PB in that, and a 247.41 for the Anthology as a whole, which is a record and a PB.
It's okay, Simon.
PB record.
Everything's all right now.
Nice. I'm gonna have to retime that Machine for Pigs though. I'm still not 100% sure that Machine for Pigs run was legit. It seemed way too good for what it was. That's it. It's floating off in the space. Forever. Live a happy life, possibly. Probably not. Woo! My original goal was to get a sub 3 for the Anthology run, and we crushed that tonight, so I don't know how much lower I could take it. I wasn't expecting Shooting for Pigs and Dark Descent times to come down as fast as they did. Someone can come down a little bit as well, but I'll do some grinding on that alone. Sweet.